It took me 4 years to make $100 a day consistently with digital products. And the reason why I come on this channel and I talk to you guys about my experience is simply because it is not going to take you 4 years, okay? And it wasn't because I didn't have what it took. It wasn't because I wasn't smart. It wasn't because my digital product wasn't good that I wasn't making any money. It was the simple fact that I did not have a strategy, which is why I come on here to give you guys bits and pieces of my strategy so that you guys can take it, implement it in your strategy, and go make this online money. I promise you, there is no feeling like getting your first sale or making consistent sales, waking up to you've made a sale, emails in your inbox. It's absolutely nothing like it. And I'm so grateful because I don't have to work extra hours of overtime and slave away at somebody's job because I need extra money. I literally have the option to take days off even if I don't have the PTO, right? I don't feel chained to my job. I'm still at my job because to some degree I enjoy what I do and I enjoy who I work with, but not because I necessarily have to be there, because I have figured out what it is that I need to do to make extra money. I can't think of one reason why anybody would not want to make an extra $100, $200 a day, especially from a digital product that you created one time. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to talk about in today's video. If I am hoarse, you guys, I have literally been talking all day. It has been a very long day, but I said that I was going to post every single day up until Christmas, excluding the weekends. I don't know if I'm posting on the weekends, you guys, because I need to give my voice a rest. But I said I was going to show up consistently, and that's exactly what I am going to do. If you are new here, my name is Treviana, and on this channel, I literally give you everything that I did and everything that I am doing to make my first sale and to make consistent sales online. So if you are in the digital product space, or if you are in digital marketing or wanting to get into this digital space, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can get more gems like this. Now, I'm going to tell you two things that I learned while in this digital industry, right? Now, I've been in digital products and digital marketing, so to speak, for about 4 years. I wouldn't even really say digital marketing because I wasn't marketing anything. But I had created my first digital product 4 years ago that I did not make any money from. And I have made the most money that I have made with digital products in the last 5 months. And so what I learned is that success loves speed and success also loves clarity. You have to have a strategy. There is no way around it. A lot of people are trying to take the shortcut and are failing because you don't want to do what it takes. I am giving you strategies to help you make sustainable income, sustainable, I don't even want to say passive income, because you do have to be active in your business for your business to run. But I am giving you the strategy to make consistent automated income. Think about what big problem you are going to solve for your community, for your target person, whether it's a big problem that you have solved for yourself or whether it's a big problem that you have solved for somebody else. You need to get clear on what the big problem is, and don't be vague about it. If you notice, I specifically talk about how to make your first sale with digital products. That is a very specific niche. So when you come to my channel, you come to my channel understanding that that is the information that you're going to get. I want you to think about what is the big problem that you are going to help your target person solve. Everything on your journey counts, right? Every single detail on the journey counts. I had to experience what it felt like to not make any money with that digital product, because had I not experienced that feeling, then I would have not gotten to a place where I'm like, I need to figure out how to make these sales, right? It would have never pushed me into that feeling of frustration so bad that I had to figure it out. And now, because I have tried different strategies and I have figured out and had joined mentorship communities and did all the things that I needed to do to figure out what works, literally all I'm doing right now is doubling down on the things that have been working for me. Because once you find the strategy that works for you, once you start implementing the strategy and implementing the things that work, all you have to do is consistently do the things that work, right? But right now, you are in the figuring it out phase of the journey. And I want you to embrace this part of the journey, right? Because this part of the journey is going to serve you in some capacity. Like I said, I didn't know that I was going to be even creating videos about how to get to your first sale. I thought that I was going to be teaching people how to make digital products and upload them to Amazon KDP. But that's not what God had in store for me. I did not know that I was going to have a community membership where I'm teaching people literally hands on what it is that I'm doing so that they can go and implement it and do the exact same things. I didn't know that I was going to come out with my low ticket digital product that is 100 ways to get to your first sale. I didn't know any of that, right? But I had to actually start in order to get to that point. You just need to figure out what's one big problem right now that you can solve or that you have solved for yourself. Even consider the things that you might not have solved for yourself yet. Go solve it, right? Go solve more problems, because when you solve more problems, you get information, and there are other people that want the same information that you already have, right? So if you solve that problem for yourself, you're not the only person in the world that has that problem, right? There is a slew of people out there that is experiencing the same or similar problem as you, right? So when you solve it for yourself and you go through the journey of solving it for yourself, then you know exactly the steps that that it took to get there, and you can now come and talk to somebody else about exactly what to do, right? You might have come up with your own unique way to do something, right? And so now you can share what your unique process is to be able to solve that problem. And it can be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be digital products. It doesn't have to be how to get to your first sale. It can be cooking, it can be baking, it can be hiking, it can be knitting, right? Anything that you have experienced in your life that you have successfully gotten through or that you are successfully getting through is a niche for you, right? Anything that you are struggling with right now that you are finding your way through it, that's a niche for you. So this phase of your life, this phase of your journey is you figuring it out so that you can now take the information, the feelings of the figuring it out phase. And when it's time for you to go and talk to somebody else about it, when it's time for you to go tell somebody else what your experience is and walk them through that same figuring it out process, you're now talking from a place of experience, right? You're not talking from something that you read in a book or something that somebody else told you. You have actually felt the feelings of having gone through it, right? So think of the one big problem that you are going to solve. A confused buyer does not buy, okay? I'm telling you from now, if your target person is confused about what it is that you offer, they're not going to buy from you, right? You have to make it super specific. If you are in, I don't know, let's just say culinary art. Say you have catered for over 500 people, right? How to I don't know. I'm just thinking of something off the top of my head. So you can teach people how to cater a group of 500 people in a more efficient way. How to make catering for 500 people easy, right? What are the tips and tricks, whether it's preparation the night before, right? What are some things that you actually learned in the process of catering to the 500 people? How did you get the client to be able to cater to 500 people. Maybe there is somebody new in culinary. Maybe they're just starting out their baking career and or their cooking career, and they want to know how to be able to secure clients and to get, just jobs where they can actually show their skills. How did you get your clients, right? What are some techniques that you use in the kitchen to make the process simpler for you? What are some tools that you use in the kitchen to make the process simpler for you? Those are all things that people would love to know, right? And I'm just using culinary arts as an example. I'm using baking and cooking as an example, but that's how much outside of the box that I want you to think, right? When you are thinking about what your specific niche is, it does not have to be super complicated, right? It could literally be how you knitted that blanket. What needles do you use that you feel are best for knitting? What yarn do you use that you have found is best for knitting, right? How to knit a this size blanket in this amount of time, right? These are all things that people want to know. You think that there's not an audience for it, but there absolutely is an audience for it. I want you to write down at least three problems that you have solved for yourself, right? Don't think about whether somebody would want to know how to do it or not. Don't even get to that point yet. Just write down three problems that you have solved for yourself. And in that list of three problems, I want you to pick the problem that you are most passionate about, right? The problem that really hits home for you. And that is going to be the niche that you are going to start with. That might not be the niche that you stay with, right? That might just be your starting point. But I want you to start. I want you to pick the problem and start. And once you pick the problem, document every single thing that you did to solve that problem for yourself. You want to identify a specific problem with a specific solution, and then you fill in the in-betweens. This is the problem over here. This is the solution. You are going to fill in everything in between on how to go from the problem to the solution, right? And then the transformation that the person gets from actually getting to the solution. That is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you found value. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye, guys.